on buying a new blue 450 SL convertible. Sure was nice flying down to Nassau for the weekends. But then I walked away from it all. I just didn't know why, yet. I had worked so hard all those years. All the sweat, all the blood, all the stitches on my face, all the broken bones. I just didn't know why I was supposed to quit. I couldn't talk to anybody about it. So I dropped out and never returned. Recently, my son brought me a sports book called Great Ones, NFL Quarterbacks from Baugh to Montana. In there, they had this huge full-page picture of me, and on the opposite page, the author commented about my career. And then at the very end, he said that I disappeared. Yeah, the disappearing quarterback. I started playing football in the fall of third grade. Little did I know I would play quarterback for the next 19 autumns. My mom, she helped me figure out how to put on the pads and the uniform. I didn't know what the thigh or the knee pads were. And the shoulder pads, they really confused me. Fortunately, I was able to figure out the jockstrap by myself. I really liked football. It's a very difficult sport. It was always a challenge for me, and I loved playing quarterback. I was born to be a quarterback. Hey, I'm 6'4". I have long arms, and the biggest feet on every single football team I've ever been on. My Eagles coach used to always say, "Mike, that's why it's so hard to knock you off your feet." Ha, ha, ha. But my mother, she never really wanted me to play football. She was a nurse and thought it was too dangerous. Even in high school, she had a hard time sitting in the stands and watching me play, especially when they had banners that read, "Kill Boryla." The entire stands were chanting in unison, "Kill Boryla, kill Boryla." Well, they didn't kill me that game, but they did mess up my nose pretty good, and I had to have it operated on later that week. The people hated me. I must have been the most highly publicized high school athlete in the history of the state of Colorado. It was really embarrassing. My next-door neighbor, who happened to be the top TV sports newscaster in Colorado, gave me as much airtime as some of the Denver Broncos. Even in basketball, he would announce to his audience every Friday night how many points Mikey Boryla scored in the basketball game. My father was the former head basketball coach for the New York Knicks, so naturally wanting to get out of his shadow, I chose football. And it didn't hurt to have this. This is a big hand, just like my feet. I can palm a basketball with this hand, but more importantly, I can throw a tight spiral with it. I love throwing the football. I absolutely love throwing a tight spiral. I think a tight spiral is the most beautiful thing in the world. I still throw the football to this day, and I'll probably throw the football until the day I die. I chose Stanford because I had been in the Stanford Stadium during the Russian-American track meet in 1962. There were over 100,000 screaming Ruskies and Americans in the stands that day. Wow, I had never seen a stadium so huge. And the campus, it was beautiful. Palm trees everywhere. California Dreamin' had just been released by the Mamas and the Papas. When I was in high school, there was only one place to go, and that was California. I was going to California if it was the last thing I ever did. I was an All-American quarterback at Stanford, and I did sow my wild oats a little bit my first few years. Since I was the quarterback, they had me show around all the All-American quarterback recruits, Steve Barkowski, Vince Ferragamo. One time it was David Janes from Kansas. I still remember that stupid Stanford coach telling me, "Mike, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen." "Oh, yeah? Oh, I get it. So you want me to show him around so he can come here and take my job? That's really funny. Well, maybe, just maybe, I can make this weekend